Hi guys, welcome to Food with Chetna. You won't guess where I am today. At Duck and Waffle, which is the highest restaurant in London. And with me is Dan Doherty. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
So he's going to make something which is served in your restaurant as well.
Yeah, it's one of our signature desserts. So it's a baked Alaska, which is kind of a nostalgic classic for me. It reminds me of being a kid. Often having bad versions of it, but hopefully we're going to have a good version today. So we're going to make it with mascarpone ice cream.
Yes.
On top of a piece of sponge, Italian meringue piped around.
Yes.
And then we finish it with marinated figs.
Oh wow.
In some port and orange, cinnamon, those kind of wintry.
Yes.
And the weather's kind of going that direction now. Gingerbread crumb and just some honeyed cress.
Fantastic.
And just some leaves. So first thing was we're going to make the Italian meringue. So we have the sugar here. So we pop that in there, a little bit of water, and we let that cook to a caramel until it hits 121 degrees.
Okay.
When that gets to about 115, we'll start whisking the egg whites in the machine, and then we slowly pour that in, and it will make this beautiful creamy meringue. I've actually got one here ready to go. And then with the figs, we prick them with a toothpick, and we just make a syrup with port, orange, cloves, cinnamon, mustard seeds.
Wow.
And we just pour it over and we just leave it there. So the idea is by pricking the skin, all of the
juices go in.
Just go inside, so you have this.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh.
There you go. Having a sort of a signature dessert is great, but it's also, there's so many garnishes that are seasonal. We want to have that sort of staple thing, and then we just change what goes around it. So,
yeah, seasonal produce.
you know, we've had probably 8 or 9 different variations of it now. I think my favourite ones is strawberries. And then with the sponge for the base, we use a very sort of sticky, syrupy type sponge, but you can do any one you want. What my mum used to do was use a digestive biscuit, put the ice cream on top of that, and then pipe them around. So as soon as they've sort of fluffed up a bit, and this is at 121, we just slowly pour it in. And some people use glucose as well in Italian meringue, but this is just straight sugar and egg white. There you go, so that bowl is now red hot.
Yes.
So it's probably going to be about 8 or 9 minutes until it cools down. So if you're making this at home, I would recommend, I mean the way we do it at the restaurant as well, is to have these, is to boil your ice cream and then pop it back in the freezer already boiled.
Okay.
Just so it really firms up. So then when you put the meringue on, when you then go in the oven, you have that flexibility. You know it's not just going to collapse.
Yeah.
You can just boil your ice cream onto a little plate or a tray and pop it back in the freezer a few hours before.
See, I had not made baked Alaska before I went on Bake Off, and because it was one of our challenges, that was the first time I actually made a baked Alaska.
And how did it go?
It was good, but I think for baked Alaska, because we were making bigger sizes, I think best is to make smaller portions.
Oh, you did a big, like the...
Yes, a big one. And that is actually not very easy to...
I wouldn't have enjoyed that.
No.
You get to this stage, and that's what we do in the restaurant, and we just put them back in the freezer and we have them lined up. So one comes on order, we just lift it out, pop it in the oven, 3 minutes, done. So that's it. It's a bit cheating. You don't need to actually bake it. You can just blowtorch it.
Yes.
And you get the same effect.
Yes.
So a few figs, gingerbread crumb, just a gingerbread biscuit that's been crumbled up. I'm a big fan of using herbs in desserts. That's it. So we've just drizzled over a cinnamon and lemon syrup. And then as you'll see, that's perfect now because I can see it's just starting to weep at the bottom.
Yes.
For me, that's what a baked Alaska should have. It's that crunch on the outside, but then as soon as you go in, it just collapses.
And of course, the lovely fig.
Drunken figs.
Yes.
See, that was another variation we did with drunken cherries, with white chocolate.
Oh.
At the end of summer, you know, that kind of...
Beautiful. That is brilliant. Yes, thank you so much.
No worries.
Thank you so much. So please do try it at home. And if you like it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.